be with you guys. Looking at myself up there, that was almost 3 years ago. That's almost 3 years ago. That's longer than my first marriage. I've been with Dr. Wallach and Company longer than my first marriage. I'm now on my third and final husband because I guess I didn't do what somebody else up there said. You know, sometimes you go through those rocky roads. I knew, cut my losses, it was over. The perfect person was out there for me. And you have found the perfect company. So you know that this company has all your answers. This is your long-term marriage, trust me. I'm so excited because I've been doing a radio show now for a little over 2 years with Ted Anderson on GCN. And finally, tomorrow, Doc Wallach's going to be on. He's in person here in the studio in Charlotte. So make sure you listen or look at the archive, listen to the archives or whatever. He's going to come on at 2 o'clock, 2 to 3, because that's all I get him for, because he's here, of course, between 9 and 12, correct? Yes. Okay, so I'm really excited to be here because I think this theme is so fabulous. Rev it up, revving it up. I'm kind of an energy kind of girl anyway, so I just always love anything that has to do with energy, getting people involved, excited, on their feet, ready for action. Last week, I gave a speech at this wonderful Women's Journey conference, and it was really, really special because I got to talk to 8 to 18-year-old girls. And I went through the alphabet for them because I always like to do the ABCs of health and the ABCs of life, and just things that I have learned over my years of living on this earth. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, because a lot of people I think haven't heard me speak before. I grew up in Chicago, big family, 6 kids, family owned a dancing school in the backyard. We had a beauty shop in the kitchen. We had art classes going on upstairs. I had a very unusual background with wearing a lot of hats, and my mom was, just this very entrepreneurial woman who got to raise us because she worked at home. She had this business in our backyard, a dancing school that was in a 3-car garage, a fake 3-car garage, because we were very lower middle class, but my father had built for her a fake 3-car garage, and we had 200 students between the ages of 2 and 80, including the nuns who came over for stretch classes. So we got to teach dancing to the nuns, and as soon as you were 14, you got to teach dancing. So I had this incredible family. My mom also ran a beauty shop out of our kitchen. 25 women, including the nuns, would come over to get their hair cut. My mom used to take the nuns bra shopping. I mean, we were quite connected. We had backstage passes to Catholicism, believe me. Big time. My uncle also taught art at the Catholic grammar school next door and had art classes going upstairs, where he also lived above us with 10 cats, 2 dogs, 2 birds, a skunk, 150 fish, and his boyfriend Charles. And he was the art teacher. So there was a lot going on at my house. But my parents passed away very young. My father died of a heart attack at 52 during a Christmas party at our house during an argument with my brother, who was 16 at the time. My father's health had not been good. We didn't know about it. He sort of kept it a secret from us. But here he got into a fight with my brother, and it was the first time they had ever, it was just one of those stupid teenage mouthing off things, but soon it escalated, and we were having a party at our house at the time. My sister ran out to get my mother and me. We came in the house. My father and my brother my father was shaking my brother. He separated him. My mother pulled my father away from my brother, and he slumped into a chair and had a heart attack and died. So our life turned on a dime. After that, I found myself eating my feelings. I put on a lot of weight. I was very unhealthy. I was a teenage yo-yo dieter. And then when my mother took ill a few years later because of the stress of my father's death, she had terrible rheumatoid arthritis. We didn't have OsteoFX in those days, and she had terrible rheumatoid arthritis, and 58 years old, she ended up passing away from the complications due to arthritis. The upper vertebrae of her spine disintegrated, shifted out of position, paralyzed her from the neck down, and she ended up passing away, 58. And it was terrible. Well, at that time, I said, I have to start learning about health because this cannot happen to my brothers and sisters and me. So I became a real student of health. I have a very unusual memory. You can name any date within my entire lifetime. I'll tell you what day of the week it was and what I was doing on that day. And as a result, I was constantly putting together information. Well, on a simultaneous track, I didn't realize, a parallel track, while I was studying and learning and trying to do better and writing books and figuring out a better pathway to health, all of a sudden, Here comes Dr. Joel Wallach with all the answers. Kindred spirits completely, and I'm so proud to be part of this company for almost 3 years now. I cannot tell you. Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to give you a little background on myself, just so you knew that I come into this with a very strong personal story, and over the years, people have asked me to be part of their groups, and I've never wanted to be part of a company like I want to be part of this company, because this company has it going on. It's unbelievable. The people. No, it's so cool to see everybody. When you run into everyone in the hallways and everybody's like, ah, it's like Old Home Week. Everybody's so excited. You know, everybody, this company, this is weird, okay? Nobody ages. Everybody looks better year after year after year. Anybody, how many people in here are new? How many people in here are new? Okay, all right, anybody who's new, wait till you see what you look like next year. Seriously, and anybody who is not so new, I know you look better than you did 3 years ago when I joined the company. Okay, it's unbelievable. It's like incredible health. I recently did, I'm doing a show for the Food Network, and they, you know, nobody wants to call things healthy, but, you know, we sort of say it's healthy. So what happened is they said, okay, let's see what's in Marilu's refrigerator. And they opened the refrigerator, and of course it was all Youngevity products. It was so cool. And I wore Marissa Kinson, and I wore Mia Alicia jewelry. So that's really cool. I've got some on today. This is Marissa, this is Mia Alicia, this is, of course, Patty Gardner, right? Okay, so this is how I feel about revving things up. So I was thinking about the girls that I talked to, the 8 to 18-year-olds, and I went through this ABCs of life, which I'd love to do sometime for you guys, but I tailor-made this one for the girls. But I was thinking, what about the R that I talked to them about? What about the E that I talked to them about? What about the V? And I thought, oh my gosh, it's perfect for my Youngevity speech, because R is about resilience. R is about resilience. If there's one thing, people always said to me, what's the one thing you would want to give your kids over everything else? Like a good sense of humor or good health or whatever. Of course, good health is at the top of it. But I always say if I could give my children one quality, it would be for them to be resilient. Because resilience is everything. Resilience is being able to pick yourself up and to keep going. Resilience is that no matter what slings and arrows, no matter what, like Tom Chenault's father being told by that guy, no matter what you hear from the naysayers in your life, you can keep going. Resilience means that you can always move on. Now here's the thing. I'm an actress. I've been an actress for a very, very long time. When I was a child, I wanted to be an actress and I wanted to be an author. And I said I was going to grow up and do that, and I've been able to. But as a young girl, to look at me, you wouldn't have thought that I could end up being an actress because, you know, whatever. Well, let's put it this way. Plenty of people told me I shouldn't be an actress and maybe I couldn't be an actress. But you know what I did? From a very early age, I learned that what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put this little thin coat of Teflon all over your body. Don't cook with it because it's not good. But imagine that you have this imaginary coat of Teflon all over your body, and when people say negative things to you or bad things about you or whatever, it's just like bing, bing, little slings and arrows. Just let it bounce off your body. And you know what else? When somebody starts talking and you start hearing the naysayers, somebody who says no, somebody who's not interested, somebody who puts you down, just think of your earlobes as going flaps up, and just block them out. Smile, nod, and move on. Because there are those negative people who are always going to try to tear you down. They always are. And another thing about resilience, okay, so I started out, I went to New York to become an actress. I started working a little bit, but I wanted to be in commercials. Because somebody said, oh, you have kind of a commercial look about you. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go on an audition. So I went on an audition. No. Another one, no. Another one, no, 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 no. 39 auditions, no, 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 no. All the no's. Every single one was a no. My 40th commercial that I auditioned for, a friend of mine called me in. It was for Mr. Coffee. How many remember Mr. Coffee? Okay, Mr. Coffee. And I had to sing, and I wasn't afraid to sing. And I went in there. I knew my friend was having me audition, and so I went up there and I sang and I did this and I knew my friend called me, and so I was just me. I just acted like me, the way I would do this character in a commercial if I were cast. My friend called me that night, and he said, oh my gosh, Marilu, it was great seeing you today. And I thought, oh, my first, after 40 auditions, did I get it? Did I get it? He said, you didn't get the commercial, but you must do, from now on, every time you go in, you have to do exactly what you did today for this audition. You have to be you. When you go in, don't think about how they want the commercial. Don't think about all the other girls in the room auditioning. Don't think about the person that you've seen already do this commercial or the type of person that usually does this commercial. You go in there and you be you. And you might not get all of them, but you're going to start booking. Well, let me tell you something. Number 41 I got, number 42 I got, number 43 I got. I ended up doing altogether 72 commercials. 72 commercials. Everything from, I'll do a little bit of it for you now. I love saving in the springtime. Samsonite savings time, No, I was the Samsonite luggage girl. It was great. I did Ponderosa Steakhouse, come get a square meal, square deal, square meal, square deal at Ponderosa. I did everything. I did 4 Playtex bra commercials, 2 Playtex panties commercials, and 1 Fruit of the Loom pantyhose inside of an apple with just my legs sticking out. So I booked a lot of commercials. I did Gleam toothpaste and Reese's peanut butter cups and Barnett Banks, and I just kept booking. You know why? Because I became fearless and I became me. And that's what it takes. It's what Denise was talking about, being your authentic self. It's what you have to do when you want to be a leader of your company. You find your way of doing it. You don't let anybody talk you out of it. You do flaps up when they do. You put that coat of Teflon on, and you just keep going, and you be your best. And you be you. You be you. Let's face it. People don't act a certain way because they're stars. They become stars because they act that way. So you become a star in your life. You be you, and you act the way that you do, and you play to your strengths and do what you have to do to get the job done. And don't let anybody talk you out of it. Okay, that's the R, resilience. Okay, E. E, to me, is everything is connected to everything. Everything is connected to everything. I was 8 years old and in Sister Paula Marie's class, and there was a question on a test that said, how many pencils are in a score? How many pencils are in a score? And I thought, how many pencils are in a score? I don't know what a score is. And then I remembered, wait a minute, 407 years ago was the Gettysburg Address. Oh my gosh, 407 years ago. What is a score? What is a score? And all of a sudden I started doing the math, and I went, okay, that was the Civil War, and they were talking about the Revolutionary War, and blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden I went, oh my God, there are 20 pencils in a score. And I put my pencil down, and it was as if the clouds parted and the Hallelujah chorus came up, and people were like, oh, and I thought, oh my gosh, everything is connected to everything. What I'm learning in math is connected to history, is connected to religion, is connected to spelling, is connected to English. It's all connected. Everything is connected to everything. And as an 8-year-old girl, this was pretty powerful stuff, and I realized that every single thing I did in my life from here on in was going to connect with my dream of being an actress and an author and a Youngevity person and a healthy person. Because let's face it, the way you take care of your purse, your wallet, your gym bag, your car, is the way you're taking care of your office, your people, the way you're making your phone calls, the way you get up in the morning and set up your environment to win and start your day. It's connected to how you live the rest of the day. Everything is connected to everything, and it's super important for you to make those connections. So the little things that you think don't matter, that nobody's paying attention to, you're paying attention to. Your psyche's paying attention to. The universe is paying attention to. God is paying attention to. And if you don't start connecting some of those dots, you're not going to be where you want to be, and the opportunity is here for you in this company. It's here. Look at the success rates. Look at everybody, how everybody's doing it. It's phenomenal. It's fantastic. I mean, it's crazy how many more people are here today than were here, 3 years ago. Not even 3 years ago. 3 years in January. It's crazy. It's fantastic. Okay. All right. So everything's connected to everything. So now the V for REV. okay? Rev it up. So you've got resilience, you've got everything's connected to everything, and now you have V for value. Oh my gosh, you've got value in spades. You've got Doc Wallach, who has done all the research. He's done all of the years and years, not only of research, but of testimonials and of experiences and of examples of why this works. And it's all right there at your fingertips. And you know, I don't have to tell you, I'm new to this. A lot of you guys are talking about, 18, 15, whatever years. It's unbelievable, but the value is great. But it's not just the value of what he's done and the fact that we're all 90 for life and that I probably could have saved my mother's life had he been around, and I'd known about it years ago when she had died. But it's also the value of who you are in your company and with your people, and the kind of example that you set, and the kind of value that you're getting by being part of this company, and everything that they have available for you. I mean, the fact that, there's like fabulous stuff to wear, and jewelry, and coffee, and ways to remember, and heritage makers, and everything that you guys do, it's incredible. It's a total health picture. I called my first book Total Health Makeover because health does not work in a vacuum. You need the total health picture, and that's what you guys have here. That's what we have here. And nothing says value like Youngevity. Nothing says value like Youngevity. It's so exciting. I'm really excited. I mean, I don't know if you saw Ted Anderson and I out in the hallway, like talking to somebody, but my cousin who just moved out to Los Angeles, he is so jazzed about this company, and he's going to come in he's like, you're going to see him here in a couple years because he's like crazy for this. It's pretty much going to save his life. And you know what? It's funny, when you've got the truth, you just get so excited to talk about it. When you have the truth available to you, it's easy to talk about. It's so easy to talk about because it's all right there. It's all right there. And the way everybody loves one another. I mean, like Andre's going to be up here soon. I'm glad I didn't have to follow him like one of my early times. I mean, it's unbelievable. Everybody is so loving and so sweet and so great. And Doc Wallach is, just the picture of like everything. I mean, he's just amazing. And I'm thrilled that you're going to be on the show tomorrow. I'm so excited. And yes, 2 o'clock. And check it out in the archives if you don't get a chance. But I just want to thank you all so much for inviting me. I know my time is up. And every time I get up here, I get more and more excited about doing this because it feels like not only does everybody get better looking, and I think the T-shirts get better too. Although the ones last year in Vegas I loved. The ones, September 25th, they were great too. But, I love this company, and I'm so proud to be part of it. And people talk to me about it all the time. And it's just been such a great opportunity to like connect with people, to connect it with all of you. I'm excited about being part of the round table tomorrow because this way I'll get to talk a lot one-on-one to all of you. So thank you so much, Youngevity family. Thank you. I love you.